we've just been teleported to the capital of all of Alluren, Harim. In this flash of energy, you all feel a jolt of your body. The feeling you get in your organs and bones is not like debilitating, but it is like a sort of buzz. You must feel like almost when you fall from a little bit too high of a height with sneakers that are too flat, and your foot feels that kind of buzz feeling, if anyone kind of gets what I'm talking about. And it just sort of, you feel that all throughout your body.
Ow.
And it hurts less and less as it goes on, but there is that sort of in you for a second as you step off of this platform. As you step off, you see you're in a room. It's a nice stone brick room with wonderful pillars, some little statue heads. You look around. There's a bust of a head that is like similar to the Dragonborn, or not the Dragonborn, sorry, the Star Elf you saw that was one of the Lords of Alluren for a brief period, the Oathbreaker Paladin one. You see a few other busts that you have not recognized, and then you see one kind of familiar to you as the young figure you saw of Solabar Runevale. But definitely older, longer hair and such. And you also notice that as you teleported in, the sconces around you, normally an orange flame, sort of each one flickers in succession, a blue color, and then it kind of travels down the hall with sconces that are lining the walls there. And then you soon hear the quick steps of some heavily armored boots.
Should we, like, move down this line?
Do we, like, step to the right? Let him go past? This is like a wee situation.
Do not pass go. Go straight to jail.
Do not collect $200.
This one is not. I do feel like if we misstep here, it could be more detrimental than if we misstep somewhere else.
Where's our tour guide at?
Get the burps out now while you can before you meet the Lord. That
Sound
sounds like
burping
a
out.
veiled threat, like someone's like, before you meet the Lord. Christianity threat.
I'm going to die.
Dude, imagine facing God and then burping in his face.
He's like, nice, dude.
That's the first thing I do.
Sick.
Soon the heavy footsteps stop, and you see, sort of lit by these flickering sconces that are turning from orange and then periodically that blue. Yeah.
You know what? I'm sticking, like, when you guys, like, I'd burp in his face, and I was gonna be like, well, if God didn't want us to burp, he wouldn't give it us. And then I sat in my head and went, well, if God didn't want me to be gay, he wouldn't have made women so hot. Like,
No.
So
I was just replaying in my head, and I was like, so.
The fucking Cat Valentine laugh. There's these two figures that are heavily armored and seemingly have these pole arms next to their sides. They are adorned with a symbol that is related to Alluren and Concordis. And they sit there with a person in between. They're a little shorter, but they stand about 6'3", long black hair, deep emerald green eyes, few piercings upon their face, strong bone structure, and just this air about him that is seemingly regal. And I'll post in NPC riffs the person you see before you. Before you stands Lord Solabar Runevale.
He got hotter with age. He looks a little bit more dead inside, but he definitely got hotter.
He a bitch for real.
Chill!
He has a penis on his little thing, on his shirt.
Wow. Crazy.
It
know
looks
what?
it looks like a clip, but yeah, sure, it's also
Sure,
a penis.
I mean, blame the tiefling pick remaker. That's one of the episodes.
Oh, dude. They do God's work. That just kind of looks like a penis.
And they,
Holland.
all three of them sort of stand there. What are you looking at, Rowan? That's terrifying.
I'm making the same face he is.
Okay. I think his eyes are a little bit more closed. You kind of look like.
There you go.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. The first one was pretty terrifying, I'll tell you what. But he stands there with the 2 guards beside him. So, you leave city in stacks?
Yes, and Rav will do a very, like, minor
God.
bow, like, just kind of like a... just barely bends. Before quickly standing back.
He'll rescind the bow. Right. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Rav. And Rav will just kind of point to her, or not even point, like kind of like move her hand over to her left as to initiate everyone else introducing themselves. So whoever would be next. I'd assume we're kind of in a conglomerate rather than a line, but
I would be holding on you.
right, this is Sharp.
You just turned straight to me.
Yeah. This is Sharp, yes. Am I going to introduce everyone? Like, is this what's happening?
Trev kind of just like lowers his head.
Droll Rocklaw, and then Droll will do like a bowing of just his head with his hand on his chest. Droll.
So, he sticks his hand up. Press up.
Hi,
And
Hello. And you are?
I am Bethany.
Wonderful. I've noticed that your party has changed quite a bit. I believe that the one last with you is Moss friend, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well,
yes.
Follow me. I shall take you a tour around the capital. And he smiles, not like in a like a warming way, but in a like a
Threatening way.
no, more of like a
White person
right.
smile.
Let's get it on then.
Ah.
Let's continue.
Everything this man does is a vague threat to me.
And he turns with one heel and begins walking with these guards that are seemingly in sync with his movement, waiting for you all to follow.
Rav will. I assume Rav is probably going to be closest in following behind him, with Sharp latched on to. Rob,
It's essentially going to be Solobar, the group, and then the 2 guards in the back.
Right. Well, Rav will walk as close as possible without being weird.
Without how many feet do you think is weird to be
Well, I
following
was thinking,
behind
if I'm
somebody?
like right on his heels, like he can feel my breath on his neck, like that's kind of strange. Like, I'm thinking, there should be like at least an arm and a half's length.
Okay, about 5
Maybe.
feet, maybe.
Maybe like an arm's length.
Oh, man.
Okay. You follow him. You begin to exit this hallway into bright light. This entire capital is built next to a waterfall far off in the mountains, and the river that descends down from said waterfall breaks through this sort of valley and ends up towards Lake or Loch Arcanum. And the first area that you exit out of this hallway is a gigantic bridge with very large archways that extends from over the river. The nice sound of heel against stone is heard as you walk. So, and he does not turn to any of you as he's talking aloud here.
Same.
I have asked you here, obviously, because to celebrate your amazing accomplishments in the Isle, but also because I have some questions for you myself, and in turn, you may ask me questions as well. Sound good?
Yes, sounds like a fair deal.
Right. To our right, you will see, and as he points out to the right over the bridge, you see down below. This bridge is probably like 200 feet high, and above this river. And below, upon the river, diverging the river path, is this town, this city, this capital.
A delta?
A delta. Sort of think El Dorado or what's the Italian city? Venice, maybe.
Venice.
Is the right one?
It's. Are you talking about the one that has
The one
canals
has-
all in the?
Yeah, the boats that
Yeah,
can
it's
take. Yeah.
Venice.
Venice. Yeah, okay. So Venice, El Dorado, that's sort of like there are both walkways and waterways that you can move about the city in. But this bridge is way higher above the rest, and the bridge further out goes towards this sort of domed, large, intricate, beautiful building. Down there is all of Harim. Somewhere upon it is also the Adventuring Guild, stationed in the capital. Also down there is the official magic item shop of all of Alluren. That once you are master adventurers, you will be able to buy and deal items of great rarity. At the end of this, I am inclined to bestow upon you a gift or so of rare, so that your time is not wasted. And he's just continuing walking. Further up, as he points away from the city but upwards, he points towards the edge of the mountain, where you see this gigantic set of metal bearings, these large ledges, and like almost this telescoped like building. It looks like, and you can see all the way from here, probably thousands of feet away, sparks flying just the tiniest bit from like some of the workshops on there. That is where we work on our current device we are attempting to create, which would be airships. Points towards the gates. That is where Loch Arcanum begins. That is where our shipments flow in from. Points towards the Western Pass gate. That is where adventurers tend to come from. A lot of trade from Prison Plateau. Any other questions about this place?
The airships,
Yes.
if you don't mind me asking, will they be replacing normal trade ships in everyday use, or is this kind of like royal only?
At first, we intend for it to be a more guarded form of travel, but eventually the hope is that it is enraptured with other forms for those who can or need it. But no,
That's cool.
I do not plan on getting rid of road travel or sea travel. Continues walking, and has not stopped once to even look back at you guys as he talks. His hands behind his back, and the guards swiftly following at the end to make sure that everyone is staying on pace and keeping up.
Yeah, like Fel's like he like lagged behind a little bit, like peeking over like the like railing to look at the airships.
Yeah, the guards both stopped, like waiting for you to stop looking.
He keeps going. He sees them stops like, oh shit. He keeps.
So,
My bad.
I am curious. What brought you all
Wait, no,
together?
that's fine. Oh,
What brought you all together?
Some of us knew each other previously. I think most of us are just trying to find something else.
Seemingly, with the rest of your group, as it seemed that you were with different party members before you left or entered the Isle, and different party members as soon as you left. It must have been the Isle in which you lost them and gained them.
Yes. Yes. Some of our newer members we found on the Isle.
Interesting. What were they doing there?
I live under the Isle.
Alone?
At the time.
Interesting. I was not aware of people living down there.
I was kind of taken by pirates and forced to work with them for a little bit.
Happy moment that you are released in here.
Yeah.
What about the other two of you? The Kenku and the Turtle?
Toadful. I'm sorry.
I suppose I sort of just found myself there after a sort of a collapsing of my livelihood, I suppose.
I see.
I was commissioned, hired for a job there, but didn't end up working out.
Unfortunate.
Good answer.
Yeah.
And you continue walking until eventually this dome building that you reach, its front doors are this beautiful, you know, the French entryway doors, right? The big ones that sort of have a bit of an arch to it. These ones have, each door has a handle that kind of connects, seemingly looks like it connects the two doors, but are obviously broken or separated in the middle. But there's three of them. The middle one is straight across both doors. The top one is curled at the side of the left door, and the bottom one is curled at the side of the right door. But when you open them, they separate, obviously. They have this sort of frosted glass in front of them, so you can't see within. But once he opens the door, it's this beautiful, beautiful study room. There is this gigantic globe in the middle that almost seethes with light. There's these magnificent stained wood bookcases upon the right that have these colorful books all placed throughout. A fireplace at one side laid with not just any red bricks and mortar, but this array of purple and teal bricks, and the fire within glimmers with just a little bit of radiant light. On top of the fireplace, you see a familiar sword, one very large, with sigils running down the blade, square blade. The blade of the 7th Swordsman, the Executioner, Allsbane. You look across different things in this place, and it's homely. It's a study. There's some rug skins on the entryway, and he walks in and waves his hand behind him, and the guards stop and move upon the front door and station themselves there. And he presses a bit forward to what looks to be the right of some nice dining room, and he waves his hand, and as chairs like scoot out from the dining table. Are any of you parched?
I'm
We could go
alright.
for some salt water.
Salt water. Fucking salt water.
Um,
I'll just take some fresh water.
I am not thirsty. I will be fine.
Sharp, Droll.
I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Fine.
I will be good for the moment, but thank you for the offer.
Looks at Mossford. Water for Mossford.
I'm just fumbled, dude. I think, yeah, I'll be fine.
Where's that Kenku mimicry, buddy?
We should have given Sharp,
Shake
like,
is visibly like having an anxiety attack actively.
we should have given Sharp, like, a script.
Should have given him a melatonin gummy, dude. Put him to sleep.
Sorry, he's an EP.
Places 2 fresh waters on the table, 1 salt water. Rethny, if you drink it, it's a little bit not salty enough, but not by much. It's just like, just a little bit.
They put, like, salt shaker
A
into
dash
the
of
water.
You look, and Lord
Table
Celabar
salt?
goes into the kitchen himself and pours these and places them down the table. And then moves around and sits upon the head of the table. Please sit, if you may.
Bro is gonna zone of truth us.
Rob will sit to the... Is there a seat to the right of him?
Yeah.
Like at the side exit? Yeah, I'll sit there. It's always a good place to sit.
Oh no.
I'll sit to the left of him.
Oh
You'll
no.
shit to the okay. You sit to the left of him.
Droll
Get
will
to the
sit
left
by
of him.
I sit next to Rav.
What'd you say, Joel?
Droll will sit by Rethny.
Fel will sit to his right.
Okay.
After Rob, after Sharp.
Oh, did Rob sit to his right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then yeah.
And then Mossfern will also sit next to Droll.
Nice even split.
So, Ravafia. Sorry, that was my mistake. I slipped up.
I was gonna say, I punched the Lord.
Ravafina Leodon. It's a quite strong noble name to be running about Alluren.
Yes. Well, names don't always mean everything.
It's true. What are you doing here?
Here in your capital, or just in Alluren in general?
In Alluren.
Trying to find the best place for me.
Fell, Hunt, I believe it was.
He nods.
What about you? What are you doing within Alluren?
Well, originally it was finding her. And he kind of gestures towards Rav. Now I'm just looking for some means to an end. To get some closure. Did I cut out the last word?
No.
Okay.
Sharp. You're, a peculiar case. Couldn't, I mean, I looked for records about you, but, you don't seem to the note from anywhere. Do you have a specific origin story that you'd like to tell?
Unfortunately, so I couldn't tell you. I was born in a precarious situation. And my exact know-abouts are a little blurry. I found my way here in some capacity, seemingly after everyone who could have explained things to me was gone.
I see. Droll Rockclaw, I know you to be former help for the Bleeding Hearts. Before that, some offhand pirate groups.
Yeah. Ultimately, I ended up leaving.
I can
Threw
see.
all that away. I need to find purpose. I don't have that. I
Understand.
hope this will give me that.
Bethany, you were also another curious one to find information on. What about your origins?
I hail from an underwater city near the Runeset Isle. My people were taken from me. I am the last of my kind.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And the Lord will ask about some origins of Mossford.
Came from a barn. I was a cat.
Barn, I was a cat. Small town.
Small town. I catch mice
barn.
from my puppy. And they
Barn
found
cat.
out I was talking, they gave me clothes.
Very interesting group we have here. I'm
I chase
it
mice.
was- I'm sure it was no walk in the park to do what you did upon Runset Isle. Which, again, I will thank you greatly for. It was my mistake to drag members of the Watch of Alluren away from the Runeset Isle. And in the wake of my mistake, you did me a great service. I will ask, what oddities did you find?
Fel will hold up his dagger. This, well, it's a dagger that allows me to teleport a short range.
Rav will open up the little pouch that they keep the What the hell am I talking about right now? Hold on.
The rocks?
Why am I stupid? The Electrum?
The Electro.
I thought you were talking about the weird rocks that we find.
The Electrum that we had. Yeah, Rav will open up that and will pull out the ring and the necklace.
I think Sharp is wearing one of those, isn't
No longer, he gave it back. Didn't
he?
he?
I still have that shit equipped.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought I recalled you. I thought after. Oh shit, my bad. Well, no, because
keep everything in my brain.
listen. I have it written down that I have it in my possession again. So that's why I thought after you got cured, you gave it back. But I am incorrect. So you have the necklace on. So I will just pull out the ring out of that little pouch.
And I am.
I have the ring.
What the fuck? What is going on? Okay, well, I'll pull out the damn necklace.
I have the ring of regeneration, right?
Okay, then I'll pull out the stupid necklace.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pull out the stupid vial nor the exploding arrows because I don't think those are particularly.
Fel.
I know, but I have them written down like that because I think it's funny.
That was funny.
pull out the superior health potion as well and be like, I mean, it's not worth much, but you don't find a superior health potion
Interesting.
very
May
many
I
places.
look upon these items, if you may?
Fel will hand his dagger over.
Rav will kind of slide the necklace. And then it's really up to Sharp if the ring is on the table or not.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
That shit's staying on my hand, homie.
Dude, he's gonna be looking at shit and just go like, "Vroom," and your hands will like shoot off or something.
And this is the
Shit mine.
the Misty dagger, yes.
Yes.
Whatever it is, seems to be the shard of something formerly bigger. And he drags a hand across it. Some magic sigils appear as he drags it.
It's awakening.
I'm firing my laser.
Misty fragment.
Oh, you can get that done away.
Odd. Material I've never seen before. I'll look at the necklace. Right, so if this is just a simple periapt of health, the misty dagger that was next to it.
I will say, Rav did not pull out the arrows, not because she's like, I want to hide them, but because she just doesn't think that that's important.
The two arrows that are slightly weird.
You did say like any oddities, which is why Fel was pulling out the health potion.
And you found these all in the same place.
Did we?
I believe so.
We did. We found the ring, the health potion, the necklace, and the dagger, as well as Mosford's short sword, which I don't know if he would give up, but we found all of those in the same location.
In that like cave that we teleported to.
In the cave that we like fell into.
I could
Is that the one?
I could make a roll to see if Mossern would give it to him, but also
We could like text.
yeah,
Holland is probably asleep.
Holland is probably asleep.
Oh yeah, what time is it? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Dude, the Hollow Knight music?
I'll say so. I'll say yeah. Mossern like brings it, and he drags his finger across it, and those same sigils appear.
Oh, he's just casting Identify, I think.
Yeah.
This is Etherstone. Interesting. I've not seen this material in a while. It's taken straight from the ethereal plane. Weapons crafted with it tend to have attributes of such the ethereal plane. They tend not to leave marks when used as weapons. Interesting find. Where did you find these?
Fel pulls out his map. Because I remember, I think Fel had a map of the Runeset Isle. And he'll kind of, let me go look at the actual, like, world build. Because if I remember correctly, because I'm assuming Fel would, he would kind of point above Aspen Falls. There was a cave around this area that we went into.
Interesting.
want to roll insight and see if
Alright.
this is. And what I want to look for specifically is if this news him and the questions that he's. Does he already know the answer?
Okay.
Kind of what I'm. Where is. Here we go. Let me roll. That is a calculator. It's a nat 20 plus 3
Plus 30.
for a 23.
There's no sense of recollection or leading with his questions in terms of he already knows the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Though you do see, even behind his stoic expression, there is a great sense of awe and relief.
Okay. Like a trustworthy, like I'm.
More like
Dude.
hearing this
It-
news is relieving to him, like that, like
Okay.
good, sort of.
Alright.
And he takes out his own map of Runestead Isle and circles where you were pointing it on his own. And you look upon this map, there's X's like everywhere. Thank you for your cooperation. It's been helpful. So, what perils did you face upon the isle? I heard report that it was bandits, but what kind?
Well, there is the Bleeding Hearts. I wasn't there for that one.
I will say, whether this is note to you or not, it was a splinter group. One of the lower end leaders by the name of Fargus took a group of the
Fuck
Bleeding
yes.
Hearts. Indeed. And took a group of them. But it was against the rest of the Bleeding Hearts.
Interesting. I've heard of the Bleeding Hearts. I mean, obviously, I did my research on them, but they're not under my jurisdiction. Honestly, have too much of a care, especially if this was just a splinter group. You eradicated them. That's all I need to hear. And the other two.
Blue Rollers were the ones that had taken me and forced me to come along. They're a bit more conniving and cunning than a normal bandit group.
And you took them on. That's impressive.
And finally, we come to what was the bandit's name again? This is the part I don't remember. The
Playing Kane.
Roy and Kane's bandit group.
The Silverman.
Hey. Yes. They
Was it
were
just Roy and
werewolves.
Kane?
It was, as far as we could tell, there was just them that were leading the group.
I'll never talk
She-
about it.
Well, gonna be kind of hard.
Not Roy and Kane. I just mean.
Oh,
Silverman.
okay. Be wary. They are shape changers. They could turn into werewolves at will.
I figured.
And you don't really get a name like Silvermane and
Exactly. Well, interesting. I've asked my fair share of questions, now it's your turn.
There's probably more important questions I could ask you, but during our travel to the Isles, we befriended a family and their child Melidri. On our return back, we heard that he had been taken up by some of the guards.
escort him.
Well, I mean, how many questions do I get?
As many as you wish.
Is he safe?
He takes a minute, thinking. I am searching the recesses of my mind, but I don't have a recollection of this military.
I guess I can't assume for you to know every.
Is there any way we could see this person? If he was held in he was apprehended by the guards for what I believe was him assaulting one. But is there a way that we could see him or talk to him?
Do you know which guard, which
Um,
position?
What?
He was a hobgoblin.
That sounds like the captain of the guard. For a crime like that,
I don't know.
assault the captain of the guard, I probably would have been notified.
I don't know if he- I don't know-
presence.
I don't know if he assaulted him specifically or if it was another guard.
Maliggery came from the town of Muledale, and a lot of the people there felt that they were being not treated as fairly as they should be by the guard. Maliggery is young, and tried to do, in his mind, what he felt was right, and stood up. But obviously, you know, things happen.
Wait here. And he gets up. And walks out of the room. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
I am messaging you.
Rob is not doing anything of importance, but Rob is kind of messing once again with the ring on her finger and is almost in a way like kind of like praying. Like he's just kind of like looking down and like, please let it be safe, let it be like, you know.
Droll kind of has, this entire time, Droll has been acting entirely differently in the way that you see a lot calmer, more serious Droll. But in this moment, when faced with the Lord of Alluren, is now basically almost in deep thought of all the questions he could ask and all the ones he shouldn't.
Screwing up my...
These are two really good rolls I got back to. But would I get
No.
advantage on this? No. So not classified. Is it really did? Especially with what I'm looking for, I don't think I don't need anyway.
For what you're looking for, yes, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It was really to see if I got a nat. Yeah.
Is anyone else messaging me anything? No? Soon the Lord of Alluren enters the room again. before taking his seat. Unfortunately, the captain of the guard, the one who is the hobgoblin you speak of, his name is Captain Etch, knows nothing of this encounter. I will continue to look into it, and if I hear any news, I can contact Clarabelle.
Thank you. Insight check.
Go for it.
I want to see if he's telling the truth.
That motherfucker dead. He dead as hell.
Hey, dude.
Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
He got stabbed to death in an hour.
Shut your mouth! I
He's
swear
dead.
to God, I'll shut it for you.
He's so
I
dead.
got a 15 plus 3 or an 18.
18?
Yeah. You could message me this if you want as well.
Those guards murked the
Yeah.
fuck out of him.
Chill, dude.
They left him in a ditch.
No, they
somewhere,
didn't.
man.
No, they didn't. He's too special for them to just let him go Scott's fucking free and murder his ass.
Re-roll that number, Austin.
Reroll it.
I'm gonna freak out. Pissing, shitting, throwing up, crying. I'm on the floor.
Unfortunately, 14 for plus 3 for a 17.
17.
One under. Still, no, that could make me fail that one. I'm a bit scared by it.
In the Lord of Alluren.
Yeah, I get fucked.
I know. I'm
I
freaking
get
out.
that.
Hey, if he didn't get it, I was gonna do it.
I mean, you can also make it.
Yeah.
Go ahead
I
and
mean,
make that.
sheesh.
Go ahead and make that.
Let me do it then. Let me look at my stats real fast.
Is everyone else?
Insight?
Is everyone else rolling? Yeah.
No. Rav is in distress, is looking down at her hands, like.
Insight?
Yeah.
Insight, yeah.
It's too busy trying not to hyperventilate.
Oh
Right.
my god.
Rethne is like, I've read a lot of books, but you're the easiest to
It's a
read.
dirty 20 again!
For a total of.
Dirty 20 is what.
Four. Yeah, sorry. Dumb
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, I rolled another 16. The only 2 rolls I've done tonight.
I've been rolling a lot in this room.
Oh, I almost hit call for Gray instead of message.
We just see talent. We just see talent and grade team.
Boom. Yeah, so here's what you heard.
You know you would have done that too, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh shit, time to commit.
If y'all hear Willow whining,
No, not yet.
okay, she is letting it out right now. I might go get her and bring her in here.
Any other questions?
Not for me. No.
Why are you... What are you in search of?
Me, you know.
I mean, I don't know most people that collect things of power in a sense without looking for something specific.
An interesting question. I am searching for things that could aid the continent and Concordis itself.
Are you searching for a why? That is not real. I didn't say that to him.
That is not real. It's not you did. It's not that you didn't say it. It's not.
It was in
real.
my head. If he reads minds, I'm fucked.
And please, this let me actually think.
No!
Maybe I'm kidding, maybe I'm not.
Interesting.
Funny.
Bethany, you hear in your mind a yes. I am the decision
Ha!
one.
You know it, babe.
My final question. If we perchance need access back into the capital, what is the best way to go about that?
Well, either when I want you back here, I will call for you, and eventually you will reach back here after whatever mission you're on or whatever you do after this. And if you wish to contact me specifically, you can go through your secretary at the Adventuring Guild, and if I'm able to receive you, I will do so. Unfortunately, you are not master adventurers, so you cannot freely come into the capital.
That's all of my questions.
Anyone else?
Do you need a wife?
I think
You okay, Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good.
I can see some trepidation on some people's faces. If you have a question, you may ask it freely. Freely.
Frequently.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
Here's this is mostly curiosity I've been delving into deeper and deeper as stories passed down to me left an impression. One person did. Do you know anything about a so-called ring of the Emperor? Some old story. Not even sure if it's real.
The reverb of the metal dice hitting the table.
The best answer I have for you is that the ring is said to sometimes not even be a ring itself. That it's not necessarily a piece of jewelry that you're looking for. That is all I have attained knowledge of it.
This is the time Wyatt's gonna ask, does it seem like there's anything deeper? Is he withholding?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Yippee! We love making insight checks.
D&D Politics, the rolling game.
Shadow Money Insight Game. We love making checks.
That's
It's gonna be a what?
Look at his face.
15.
Why am I able to come up with this so quickly, dude?
It seems that is all the information he has for you.
okay. I'll believe him. It's a real fucking weird thing.
Keep say every time he says, "Do y'all have a question?" I'm always gonna say, "Do you need a wife?"
Do you need a wife?
Maybe you should
Do
just
you-
say it like really quietly. He goes, "What?"
Dude.
Husband says what? What?
Exactly.
Oh my god, I'm royalty.
This is what.
Oh.
Damn it.
Pat smacked me on the back. I'll get him next time.
Well, if that concludes our meeting. Yes. No other questions?
Not from me.
Is your bed cold at night?
Is your bed a little bit too dry at night?
Oh my god.
The Lord stands up for a moment and leaves the room again.
Surprises.
You can hear him. Oh my gosh, Pumpkin. You can hear him start
What was
ascending
me?
some stairs, and the faint sound of a room opening.
We hear the room opening.
Yeah, you hear a room opening in the distance. It seems that he's gone to fetch them.
Oh.
But yeah, our gifts! Oh my god, our gifts!
Oh my god, the gifts!
I hope it's a piece of chocolate
I hope it's a nuke.
and what the fuck?
Well, you see, I
What
really,
the heck?
as cool as it would be if it was, Sir Magnificar's excellent sword of death and decay, I would really like it if it is a small mace called the Throngler.
Called the
Dude, Sir Magnificar's fucking nuclear deterrent.
Actually, I hope it's a pretty little medal that we get to pin on our promise.
I also hope it's a pretty little metal thing, but instead it's like a something you hold in your hand. It's about like the weight of a baby, and you pull a pin, and it goes boom.
Oh, what the fuck?
The holy hand grenade
Stuff.
from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Jesus Christ.
Was that a Monty Python and a Holy Grail thing? I'm pretty sure.
Actually,
Yeah, it
it's going to be a stress ball because we all have an insane amount of trauma and need to go to it. It's just going to be a card and he's going to hit us say, "This is my therapist's number."
You each get one free session.
Each only one. Because trust me, you guys will be able to. My royal therapist.
You hear the steps down the stairs and approaching the room.
Does he march on like a cadence? Like, is there like a specific beat that he marches to?
It seems like every movement he makes is deliberate, yeah. Each step has a purpose to it.
His New Year's resolution was to have
bad
intention, be more aware of who he is and what he's doing.
Yeah.
Where is this coming from? Where is...
Sorry.
Enters the room and does not sit down but places upon the table 3 small, tiny little objects. Each one has a feather attached to it, and each one has a different sort of metallic symbol attached to the feather. There's 3. There's one with a feather, an anchor attached to it. There's one, a feather with a bird attached to it, and one, a feather with a fan attached to it. Like a sort of hand fan.
What kind of bird?
No, fuck you.
Just seems like a very, like, neutral
Maybe
bird looking. It's
like a
kinda
finch?
Kind of like a finch, kind of like a dove. Like, the general, like, when someone draws a bird, they'll most likely draw this.
Like a...
Come on,
like
man, don't leave me out to... I have banana. Can you call it, like, a crow or something?
a wow.
Pretty interesting name that people can...
No, a dumb name.
Dumb name.
I like how, by the way, Banan wasn't a you thing.
It was a my I created Banan, and then
you
fed it in.
I said April.
You said April. You said April, and
I
then
said
we went crazy because Talon said Banan.
You're like, this is an apple, and I was like, oh yeah, and he was like, I'm gonna just use normal fruits because I'm not gonna come up with a like a fucking fruit, and I was like, just reskin other ones, call it a fucking banana, and say it tastes like a peach.
Okay, tell me what the fucking things are. I'm getting antsy.
Okay, places those tokens. These are rare tokens known as feather tokens. Each one has a different effect depending on its symbol attached. The anchor one, you can force a boat or ship to not be able to move for 24 hours, by any means. Unless you touch the token against it again. The bird token allows you to summon a bird. It's multicolored in fashion. Has the statistics of a rock, if you've ever faced a rock before.
Are you LGBT because you're bird pink.
You're bird pink.
It has the distinctions of a what?
Of a rock.
Why are you doing? Okay.
They're very powerful, strong, big birds. It obeys your simple commands. Can't attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's your downside right there.
Because that thing's like CR10.
Oh.
And the fan will, when you are upon a boat or ship, you can use the action to toss the token up 10 feet in the air, and when it disappears, a giant flapping fan takes its place, and it will boost your ship's speed for a bit.
Are these one use or multi-use?
One use per one.
I think if we go with any single one, if it's like a one choice, I think we go with the anchor. Because if we come across that ship again, we're gonna need it.
No, all three are yours.
Oh, well, I didn't say that a lot, but yeah. Yeah, we. Phil puts it a little bit differently than mine. But, thank you.
It is your reward. Well, I'll give you a small tour of the town below, and then afterwards, you will be on your way back to Alluren. Or, sorry, back to Neverfair. And if you come up with any questions by then, you may freely ask.
Actually, could I use the restroom?
Sure.
Bruh.
And he gestures you to follow him.
Thanks.
I have like a in general question.
Yes.
There's a law here that I'm curious about on why it's in place. The distribution of magic items. Is there how sellers will have to withhold rare or greater and bring it to the capital? May I ask why that is in place and the story behind it?
Items of great magical potency
Hmm.
are dangerous and can be very dangerous if put in the wrong hands. I have deemed that items of certain rarities be brought back to the capital so that those who I can monitor are the only ones able to attain these items. Otherwise, they're attained illegally or by adventurers on their adventures. If they are earned by adventurers on their quests, then they've obviously earned said item. If attained illegally, I am able to do my due diligence and arrest them.
That's understandable. It's more a curiosity thing.
So, this way, and he brings Rav towards the bathroom. It's up the steps on the other side, and he just gestures to you before he walks off.
Thank you. Rob's going to the bathroom for 2 minutes.
The royal bathroom.
The Royal Loon.
Is it a bidet?
Probably.
Is it a
Probably,
is it a magical bidet?
probably some sigil that spits out water.
Jared, magic bidet.
Magic bidet, dude.
Just a water elemental, just.
Spitting on your
Good
asshole.
water.
Dude,
No.
I have found a way to sneak bidets into 2 campaigns now. My own and now Concordis.
Bidets are good.
They
Never
are.
mind, never mind, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use
Were
the
you gonna
bathroom.
sneak around?
No, no.
No. Were you gonna mess with the
No.
bidet?
No, God, what do you think I am, an animal? Like a 10-year-old? Jesus Christ. I grew up. I knew what it is.
Yeah,
I
I
lived that
grew up.
lifestyle already.
I stole bidets
Um,
for a living. Phil's backstory.
Stop me if anyone wishes to do anything, but soon the group reconvenes, and you guys start exploring the town below. It's quite nice. It's quite pretty. The water's this nice turquoise. You can see through it and touch the bottom as certain species of aquatic animal dance around. Sometimes you see a few that you've recognized, like dragon shrimp. Others you don't recognize as much, but some
I
people are
love
traveling.
dragon shrimp.
Everyone in here is wearing very, very fancy clothing.
Can I pet one of the dragon shrimp?
The water is like
Alluren finished
5 or
closing
10
up.
feet down from the actual ground that
Aw,
you're on.
like-
So
Upsetting.
yeah,
This is deeply upsetting to me.
and they
I'm
swim,
gonna-
they swim even lower under the surface of the water.
I'm gonna lay down on my bed tonight, right over there. I'm gonna cry, thinking
Thinking about petting the dragon tree. Tragic, dude.
tragic. It's been stolen from me twice.
I can probably get you a dragon shrimp. Just let me in there.
Just
Yeah.
let me in.
Jump into the water, make a scene.
Obviously. What are they gonna do? Kick me out? I'll just swim back in.
Just swim back in.
I'll just go deeper.
I was
I'll just go.
Or go deeper. Yeah.
You guys finish touring the city. You begin crossing the bridge once again. It's past midday at this point, probably 4 or 5, as you begin walking.
Oh, like sunset.
Yeah, it's winter time, so the sun sets relatively.
Is it
earlier.
snowing up here?
No, Alluren doesn't have snow.
Really? I would assume because of the shimmering mountain nearby.
It is odd. Alluren's place, topographically, should get snow because of how far up it is.
Mhm.
But
Not
Alluren has never seen a wink of snow.
upsetting.
You know what place constantly gets snow though? Lowland.
Guys, I know where we're going because I love snow.
And you guys eventually reach the teleporter once again. Well, it's been lovely to meet and talk with you all. I wish you great things on your adventures.
You still need a wife.
I
Think about how powerful we would be.
I eat people.
I eat people. You have enemies. I can make them disappear.
I think they
Literally.
taste great.
My fellow Wickham, I do hope you find what you're looking for on the Runeset Isle.
And you with your friend.
Thank you.
Well, farewell, Obsidian Stag. And he'll turn away,
Everyone?
and the guards will fall. And as you step on the teleporter circle, he snaps his fingers down the hall, and
Damn, not even looking, you just hits that shit.
that's where we'll end.
Wait, he casted it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Cool. So let's just hope those anchors really well for us. A little anchor feather. Because if that doesn't work on the red deck, we're fucked if we go on the water.